Greetings of the day. Today we are going to perform the experiment deflection test on cantilever beams. First, using a vernier calipers, we are going to measure the width of the beam at the free end. After measuring the width on the main scale reading, it shows as 12 mm and the vernier coincidence is 1. Next, we'll move on to the next reading at the approximate center of the beam. We'll note down the main scale reading and the vernier coincidence. Now, moving on to the next reading, which is at the fixed end. We'll note down the main scale reading again and on the vernier coincidence. Now, with the help of a measuring scale, place it on the beam. From the fixed end, mark approximately 55 centimeters using a chalk to fix the dial gauge from the fixed end. Mark another point approximately at 30 centimeters for applying load from the fixed end. Now fix the dial gauge at the marked location from the fixed end. On the dial gauge, coincide it with the 0 by rotating the. Now place the hanger at the marked location from the fixed end. Make sure that there is no oscillation on the load hanger. After the oscillation has stopped, apply load one by one and note down the readings on the dial gauge. First reading is of 0.5 kgs. Apply load on the hanger. Another load of 500 grams is applied. Note down the reading on the dial gauge when the load is at 1 kg. Gradually apply another load of 500 grams. Now the total load is 1.5 kgs. Repeat the process and note down the readings on the dial gauge. Now, when removing the loads gradually, note down the readings on the dial gauge again. Make sure that there are no oscillations while unloading the loads. Now on a graph sheet, plot a graph with load along y-axis and deflection along x-axis and obtain best fitted straight line. Calculate the slope of the straight line. After that, calculate the Young's modulus E of the material.